All right, now we're going to start Bloodlines, which is part of SevenBlood's Embers of War custom campaign, and we are playing it in Reforged with the classic graphics. Thanks, Blizzard, for disallowing me to play on 1.31 anymore. In any case, that's neither here nor there. We're continuing the Quarantino submissions. This is map 6 of the 36. 2 weeks after the death of Khaznar Mom, the Dunebreaker, his scattered tribe finally reunites in the blasted lands of Tenaris. They have been called here by Araka, firstborn of Khaznar Mom, for an important gathering. Are we playing as the Centaur? Well, well, it seems that Zarana has decided to join us after all. Let's get this damned gathering over with already. Gakaris. Calm down, Gakaris. We are all tired from the journey and this scorching sun. However, it is important for us to all be united in this time of strife. Well, couldn't we at least have waited for nightfall? I can feel myself cooking already. Quiet down, Tagrek. None of us care what you have to say. Even so, I'd appreciate it as well if you hurried along, Araka. Very well, then. As you all know, with my father's death, the tribe lost its guiding voice. I intend to rectify that by taking leadership as Khan. You? As Khan? Don't make me laugh. Your father was weak enough. We don't need his feeble offspring to help us further into our graves. Your father's defeat did cause me to lose most of my gold. Who's to say you won't lead us to even further ruin? All of you, be calm. We should recognize Araka's claim as son of the previous Khan. I think Ismara the Wise should be Khan. I refuse his claim. The only bloodlines that matter are the ones we draw in the sand. I challenge you, Araka, for the title of Khan. I would gladly accept your challenge, Garricus, if only to see your arrogant corpse in the dirt. However, we cannot be divided like this. The Dunebreakers must stand united. You make claims and requests without much to back up your words, whelp. Prove to me that you deserve the title, then we shall see about being united. I assume the same goes for the rest of you. Are we playing as Centaur, boys? I suppose I have no choice then. I shall prove to you that I am worthy or die trying. I think it's happening. Ah! A Centaur custom faction? Ally with or subjugate all other Dunebreaker factions. Bring a hero near a faction's hero to discover their optional quest. We're playing Centaurs, boys! Araka? Zarana Windspear. She got Poison Spear. She got a Deadly Throw. She got Blinding Poison. Lots of poisons. We got a camp. Raiders. Araka, these lands are arid and lacking in many lumber sites. We should make use of our slave markets to gain more resources. Nothing like a good slave market. Constantly produces golden lumber, but takes up some of your food supply. Can also train enslaved creatures to fight by your side. What? This is fascinating. We're like rooting for this guy, but we got slaves too.
I am yours.
So I don't think we actually really like this guy that much because he got slaves. Hang on, we got to go and check with these other clans. Some of them, I'm assuming one or more of them simply will not ally with us. What's this over here? Oh. Devastate. Okay. I don't think this is supposed to be here, but I'm not sure.
Excellent choice.
Okay, there is some lumber down here. Slave market requires a Khan's war tent. Subjugate any other faction. So you want my warriors to aid you, whelp? Prove your strength to us first. Knock down any of those other weaklings' tents, and I'll join your side. Okay, well let's check them all. We gotta go Khan's War Tent. Gotta do it. What do we have that's only gold? Not much. Raiders. Our supplies run low, Araka. Grant us resources and we shall join your cause. Be swift before Garakas does the same. Pay Tagrit's tribute. I think that's this. Okay. 500 lumber? Are you crazy? Well, we'll do it. We don't have much of a choice. Then we gotta pick which one we want to subjugate.
What task is there?
One's gonna be like kill a giant enemy creep. You know it is. Okay, what do you want? You want my hunters to aid you in your fight? Prove that you are worthy by slaying the bronze dragon skulking in the ruins near here. If you survive, we shall gladly join your hunt. Let's knock all these out.
I am yours.
I'm assuming red is just going to be sending stuff at us. That's the bronze dragon, maybe? The shaman Ismara has long vexed me. If you teach her a lesson in humility, I shall join your side, Araka. Subjugate green. See, we can knock out peach and gray by killing green, but Ismara the Wise seems like the only reasonable centaur available. Araka, we do not wish for our tribe to tear itself apart. Prove to us that you desire unity amongst us, and we shall aid you. Ally any other faction. Here's what we're going to do. We kill gray, satisfy peach. Peach allies us, green allies us. Done. Let's ally cyan first. So what we're going to need are lots of archers to kill the dragon, but let's just go ahead and ally this other faction first. Just get this out of the way. This is clever. This is really, really clever. Subjugate all. Yeah, that's where we're going. Boom. Okay.
Yes, Lord.
That's going to allow green to ally us, which means now we go and we attack gray to get peach.
My watchers are ready.
So let's go and or we can go and kill the dragon.
As you wish.
We're now enemies with them. Okay, good. So we could just go and kill him then.
The blade
So,
of the goddess.
well, I don't know. Let's see how much
Yes, Lord. Oh,
How may
it
I
costs
serve
to get
the
built up
goddess?
here. I'm going to need some... Oh, yeah. War leader, please. Heavy ranged unit with true shot aura. What? Give it to me. I want it. All right, so we've got the con thing ready to go. What I need are more slave markets. You got to spend lumber to make money. Spend lumber to make lumber, you know? There's a lot to check out here. Siege works, I would like. Again, lumber is going to be a real
How
problem.
may I serve the
I am
goddess?
yours.
I love the concept of this map. This is cool.
Town is being attacked.
Oh dear. Well, I guess we should probably... We don't want our allies to just get outright wiped out, so let's transition over to help them.
Waiting on you.
Are they attacking with 2 heroes? They might be. I don't know. I'm sorry, Ismara the Wise. As long as we keep her town hall alive, I assume she'll rebuild.
I am yours.
Well, I guess we probably should have killed these things earlier.
I am the blade of the goddess.
Okay, so this buffs her attack speed.
My town is being attacked.
I'm trying to send some units in here to support her. They've got a lot of stuff. Their hero went down too. I mean, we had a lot to kind of take care of here at the beginning.
Yes, Lord. I am healed and obeyed.
Okay, so that's like a self buff. They both have self buffs for the most part. I remember Wild Growth. That was super solid. Okay, I need to get these upgrades for my archers. Slayers. Permanently invisible until they perform an attack. That's cool.
What task is there?
I still need to try to get down here and actually kill this group. The Gakaris is just getting levels upon levels upon levels. So this is bad news for me unless I can get over there. We want to rally straight to my hero. Make lots of archers for now, just raiders because they're cheap. And then probably more slave markets. Yes! No.
Research.
No. I probably shouldn't have paid that tribute. Probably shouldn't have. I just shouldn't have done that.
I am yours.
My
These
watchers.
heroes are real slow. Gakaris almost dead. Try to take him out. Just take out Gakaris. There we go. We're getting levels. I think I should just restart. The testing server does not download old Warcraft 3 anymore. Oh gosh, is she asleep? We're having a hell of a time here, boys. Calvin the Feeble is his name? Alright, let's just restart. Well, because we're losing our allied base, like, immediately by 2 giant clumped up attacks. So we don't want to ally green too early. It's not hard to do, but I need to get my economy situated. We were exploring the faction. We got to do this was normal, by the way. We got to do a little exploration here first. That was a for science attempt. 15 minutes of a science attempt. That's a little too much time, I think, for one for science attempt, but it is what it is. Okay, how long for the war tent? We pretty much rush straight to that.
What is nature's call?
Meanwhile, let's just send this dummy out to go and check what each of these dummies want.
For the trees.
We go war tent first so that we can get... We need lumber so that we can actually make units. That's really the key here. And my units are really weak, so again, lumber is at a premium. Why is allying teal fast necessary? It seemed like allying teal is what set off the entire chain of events that made us get completely roasted.
For the trees.
Let's kill these wildkin quickly as well.
Is there trouble?
We're under attack.
Interesting concept with lumber. Interesting how the lumber works. I saw that item, don't worry. 4, 5, there we go.
Yes, Lord.
Claws of attack plus
My
3.
watchers are ready. Certainly.
Oh, are you hero and obey? Yes.
Okay, let's try this again. Wild growth is interesting. I gotta see what my normal heroes, our healers, can do once we can get them.
Nature's call.
Yes, Lord. Hey, are you hero and obey?
Again, do the self buffs.
I am born of the goddess.
And then she can buff herself after using some of these abilities.
I am yours.
Thunder Lizard Egg. Alright. I missed the Centaur Death Scream. 2 bonus armor, that's huge.
Invaded.
Okay, did we check them all? Okay, so they're all available to be
Attack.
snagged
Is there
here.
trouble?
Lost most of those units, but that's fine.
On the guilty and innocent alike.
What task is there? Yes.
Okay,
Excellent
and
choice.
there's the tome.
I am yours.
My watchers are
Your
ready.
agility, alright.
For the win.
Yes, Lord.
Okay, very nice. So we cleaned that out. I guess let's keep going with the wildkin. Gotta wait for the Khan's war tent. We get more workers on lumber. I guess I should have done that first. Oh, hey, I do have a ballista.
We will find justice. How may I serve the goddess?
What task is there?
This is increased movement speed. Alright. Not really anything else. Claws of attack.
Task is there. Yes, Lord. Excellent choice.
So these are shaman. Earth shield. Ooh, summon earth elemental. Those seem excellent. Again, you don't have too much time to get started here, so it's important that you just... I think it's important that you gotta get going right away. And we need to save up for lumber, so it's gonna be expensive. So we can explore this whole bottom area, because this is supposedly where that dragon is.
Excellent choice. Yes.
There are lots and lots and lots of,
Oh,
My watchers are ready. It shall be
I
done.
am yours.
of gold mines on this map.
We're under attack.
Tons and tons. Okay, so make slave markets first and foremost. Then we won't even need those gold mines.
Yes, Lord.
Very nice. I like the increased attack damage, actually. Same with you, extra damage.
Task is there. Excellent.
Now I'm going to save my lumber.
Yes.
Red will attack me before they attack green, because we haven't allied green yet. So what I'll do is I'm going to save my lumber, and we're gonna cash that in. Let's go ahead and get our upgrades going. Extra lumber from these is going to be hugely useful. These are pretty cheap on lumber as well. So we might as well grab some of them. Okay, cool. And then we're going to need to build some of the actual stuff that we need in order to have a tech tree. So Spirit Lodge is expensive on lumber. We can't afford it. I think I'm going to get even another... again, this slave market mechanic could be abused, I think, depending on how much it stacks. Age of Empires vibe with this? Yeah.
Are we being invaded?
Work complete.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Oh, work complete.
I am concerned that they're going to get bought out if we don't act soon. So as these are done,
Research finished.
again, let's save up and go ahead and buy cyan. And then spend money on, like, raiders and such. I don't know. I need all this stuff. We're getting lumber at a real good rate right now. We're getting lumber at a very, very good rate. So I think we're okay. Yeah, see, here comes red.
Yes, Lord. Oh,
You back up. Hit their back line. We got a bit of a home field advantage here. That. That's so much flame strike. That's so much. Oh, I can't use it. Oh, because it counted as a flippin' lizard egg.
This is normal difficulty. This is normal difficulty.
I mean, I could start again, but I've already spent over 20 minutes on this.
hero has been slain.
I could just use cheats to force this attack back. I mean, I couldn't afford to pay for cyan or green. I just need a quick save more. I spent a lot of my army to kill the Wildkin, so it's my own fault. But again, there's only so much I can do before like how much time we going for here. We only have to kill red though, so I don't think it's going to be like once we ally all the factions, it's going to be pretty straightforward and easy.
Hi.
So let's get some guys on lumber before we upgrade our
Making trails.
faction thing.
For the trees. Making trails. I'm game. Gladly. For the trees.
And just get upgrades. Again, lumber is clearly the main blocker here.
I am yours.
And the only thing that costs only gold are raiders. Interesting that there's like another gold mine in our base, but we really don't need it. Again, it's going to be lumber. That's going to be the ultimate problem. Yeah, we might as well be building workers to put on lumber while we wait. I mean, I could just build a shit ton of raiders. It just feels silly, but I mean... Okay, let's get one more dude on lumber. I mean, yeah, the only thing I can build with gold, though, is cheap units that don't really add much. In fact, I feel that it's more of a waste of supply to have them.
Yes, Lord. Yes.
What is nature's...
Well, I'm gonna do the same thing. I wanna clear out these creeps, and I'll just make sure that I build 1,000,000 raiders, but they're just gonna get nuked by flame strike. Is the main difference. But it's better than nothing. We might as well, I guess, upgrade their attack so that they can actually support us.
obey.
How may I serve the
I
goddess?
am yours. Are you hero and obey?
Okay.
Excellent choice.
I think that's most of the factions.
I'm game.
Let's maybe lure these things out to us. Oh, I see. It's a ballistic. Okay, that's cool.
Yes. Work hard there.
Waiting on that. Again, I'm getting some lumber now, so let's get some upgrades while we wait, I suppose, with the lumber that we do have.
We're under attack.
What is this called?
My watchers are ready.
Kill that level 8.
I am yours. Yes, Lord.
All right, and then you grab your tome.
Work hard there.
The casters seem very similar to the Tauren casters, the Tauren shaman. Though the Earth Elemental seems awesome. I'm really excited about that.
Oh, are you hero and obey? Work hard there. Yes. Are you hero?
All right, let's
and
move on
obey?
down there.
Are we being invaded?
Research finished.
Hi.
Move all y'all down here.
Making trails.
Let's quick save, all right?
Is there trouble? I'm game.
Yes, Lord.
Excels using their swiftness to their advantage, gaining more attack damage the higher their movement speed is. Oh, I see. So charge works with battle rage.
How may I serve the goddess?
Get our upgrades, and then just more raiders, I suppose, and then we can get more workers, and then we want to make 3 markets. I guess the trade-off on the markets is the cost of,
Moonlight shines
Research
upon the
finished.
guilty and the innocent alike.
here, do this. It's the cost of supply.
For a loon.
So if we're getting a lot of these cheap units, it's going to be even worse
What is nature's call?
supply-wise if we continue to do so,
Is there trouble?
because we have supply taken up by the... You know what I'm talking about. Sorry, my brain. We got a war mill.
Research finished.
That's what we want, Spirit Lodge. And then supply structures. Tent. Okay, so that'll steadily tick up, and now we're gonna wait to get to 500 lumber. We're gonna wait for red to attack us, which is what we wanted so that they didn't attack green. Then gray will attack green. We can counter gray and then kill their base. And I can I can destroy these as well. So there's that.
Build more burrows. Work complete. Work complete.
Okay, there we go. And then let's just go ahead and get maxed out on tents. Tents give us 10. Okay, wow. Solid. So I don't need you continuing to build after this. You can just get back on trees, because this will give us all the supply we need. So again, we're waiting for red. Then we'll pay the tribute.
Complete.
Now I might not have enough gold to pay the tribute. Ha ha ha. Okay, here comes this asshole.
Excellent choice. Yes, Lord. Work hard.
Araka, use your pots. Man, Garaka is just on him like white on rice. Get out of there. Get out of there. I think they still beat us. Well, no. We've got the archers. We're good here. Use your Thunder Lizard Egg. Since I don't recognize a lot of the units, it's a little hard for me to react properly, because, like, I don't know what units do what yet. Again, we're getting there. Cool, we're getting some levels. We're getting levels quickly.
How may I
Very
serve the
nice.
goddess?
Okay, so now we can do this. That's going to be all of our money. Next, we can consider expanding. Let's move over to green.
Excellent choice.
We've killed a lot of the creeps in the way, so let's move over to green.
As you wish.
Kill this. Kill these.
For the trees.
And then we kill gray.
Attack.
And then we kill the dragon. So let's quick save. I need a siege works. I can also grab all of these
Insufficient gold.
siege, or these lightning lizards.
I am yours. What task is there?
And a lot of
Is there trouble?
these little guys will die slowly, but that is okay, I think.
Guilty and the innocent alike.
One of the problems is I don't have any... I mean, grabbing purple really quick, too, would be really good.
Are you hero and obey?
Again, we'll see. It depends on where red decides to attack
My
next as
watchers
well.
are ready.
And then where's our spirit lodge? So who can heal? Not shamans, not warlocks. Maybe none. Flame callers would obviously be good. I think we go heavy shaman. Hit point regeneration is something, I suppose.
I am yours.
Wouldn't it be funny if red could kill the dragon? And maybe he can, I don't know. Alright, so like these workers we're not going to need anymore. So like one of you make a siege works. And then you guys can just... I see red actually circumventing and coming to my base. We got to go for that.
Yes, Lord. Are you hero and obey?
And then you, we can make another town hall.
We're under attack.
Oh, it was one guy. I overreacted because of one dude.
Insufficient gold. What is nature's call?
They're streaming in, sort of.
Are we being invaded? Hi! Make
Again, I was waiting for Gray to attack, but I think maybe we just want to go and just go for it. We also want to upgrade. It's pretty expensive. Once we have enough lumber stockpiled, we can rely on gold mines and we'll be okay. There's Gray. So let's get over there. Red is probably going to go for Cyan next. I'm not sure if maybe securing purple would have been the smarter choice. This is a pretty small attack from Gray. We'll kill him. Also considering his guy's name was like Blank the Feeble. Not a good sign for that tribe. Ballista? Heavy war machines. And increases the range? Marquis of the Grand Khan. Yeah, let's do it. Here, you can, I guess, harvest a little bit of extra lumber.
Is there trouble?
I don't know if we have quite enough to make this work. The bases are relatively small, but I don't have much siege. I don't have, like, any siege, really. I have one ballista.
The great outfit.
These are heavy armor. Oh, gosh, Araka. It's not gonna work. Again, his name is Blank the Feeble. I am totally bottlenecked here. What a mistake.
Excellent choice. Hey, are you hero?
What a huge mistake. That is not the direct... And we got... Oh, no. Was that Araka? No, that was their hero that then was allied. Well, just make raiders, I guess, because they're cheap. Okay, gotta watch out for those... very tempting, again, to maybe go for... See, this is his defensive force. If we can get our units back out to go and attack up there quickly, we won't be able to, though, because my heroes are dead. I don't really like Araka, to be honest, unless we got him way leveled up a lot faster.
Work complete.
I made a different town hall here, because I see it being asked, because I would need to spend more money, or in more supply, particularly.
What is nature's call? I'm game for the truth.
Maybe we could draw Green's defensive force into Gray, as long as we can support them. And we can do that before Red attacks.
Make the trade.
I think it's gonna work. It's gonna work. Haha! I just realized some of... Oh, that's cool. Flaming arrows. Okay, so you come on up here and repair this. And then I guess we'll do this, just in case.
Can't build there.
My ballista's still alive. That's all it takes. That's all it's gonna take. Keep up this push. We got this one. A Marquis of the Grand Khan is done. Flaming bolts. Oh. These upgrades are all so good, but again, they're so expensive. Red can run some interference for us. Not Red. Cyan can run some interference for us. Let's get rid of Gray, and then I would like to go for the dragon. What? Oh, is that level 9 lightning lizard?
Our allied town is being attacked.
You dick. That's fine. We gotta kill him.
We're under attack.
We will.
I've been trying hard to focus down the buildings with the one siege weaponry that I have. One piece of siege weaponry that I have. Shaman mastery training. Get some shaman. I need more ranged units, and then rangers would also be good. Can't really afford much more. Okay, gray is done, so green is not safe, but green might be able to defend themselves against red. Well, okay, so the bases are close enough that we can draw defensive forces from one into the other, and that was what really did it for us. Okay, very nice. Focus down their production structures. That is really nice and in a really nice spot.
We're under attack.
Get him, buddies. It's 2 versus 1.
Town is being attacked.
I really like, again, the concept of, like, picking and choosing which allies you want to go with. And we're about to get Peach. By killing this piece of garbage.
Our allied town is being attacked.
Red hasn't sent out, like, a big consolidated attack for a while, so it seems like when they send them out, they're big news.
Seek vengeance. I
Okay.
am yours.
Araka is done. You guys, why don't you come over here? We're gonna kill that thunder lizard.
Research.
We're under attack.
Research.
Blade of the goddess
Okay, cool.
be done.
And now
Our
Allies
allied
serve the
town is
goddess.
being attacked.
we're in even better shape.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I got tilted earlier. Yeah, I saw that like it debuffs enemies around them.
Oh, excellent choice.
Uh-oh. Not again.
Excellent choice. Are you hero and obey? Yes,
It seems like Red isn't properly consolidating his attacks.
The great outdoors.
we're under attack. Not enough mana. I am yours.
He's so slow.
Our
Okay,
town
cool.
is under attack.
Now let's consolidate back down here, and we're gonna kill the thunder lizard. Again, are the attack waves maybe a little messed up? Because it feels like Red is not attack. I'm stunned. Kill him. Rejuvenation, please. I need abolish magic. Okay, go and sit by the fountain, buddy. Meanwhile, now I've got money. Allows war leaders to summon a group of 3 raiders every... oh my god. Okay, now I need Ballista. Rally to Araka. Hopefully he doesn't die. And then with these units here, you guys go and attack. Oh, I have less here than I thought.
Of the goddess.
Just cycle all your spells through. We'll get Araka down there soon enough. I actually think she's going to do okay here.
I stand ready.
Yes. Are you hero and obey?
Centaur. Custom faction, boys. You didn't think it would be a thing,
Yes, sir.
but it's a thing. Give me those levels.
Hero has been slain.
Okay, they're attacking red. If we secure enough of
For
them...
the trees.
yeah, we're going to need ensnare, I think, for the dragons, probably. Abolish magic. Okay, so... Firestorm... Spirit Fire, and Flame Strike. Flame Strike would be good against the amount of clumped up enemies. Can Curse, Flame Shield, and Dark Miasma. I don't know what that is, but I want it. I'm leaning towards maybe starting to get rid of some of these.
am yours.
I think that the...
I am yours.
I am the
Well,
blade
I need
of
just...
the
It's probably just more normal archers as well.
What is nature's call?
Our allied town is being attacked.
I need to go and find the dragon, which I think they're down here.
Research finished.
Oh,
And we're getting in snare. Oh, no, maybe they're actually not... Maybe they're not flying. I don't know. We're going to find out.
Is there trouble?
And then we want to get more shaman, because the shaman... Again, we can turn
Are
on...
we being invaded?
Wild growth is really good, but we also want some earth shields.
our
What
allied
is
town
nature's
is being
call?
attacked.
Okay, now we've got a consolidated attack coming into Cyan. He's got a lot of stuff here. He may actually be stuck. He's got a lot of workers going on there, too.
What task is there?
Okay, let's see if we can go... I think the I'm going to assume that the dragons are going to be pretty tough to kill, considering it's their own... Oh, they're actually bronze dragons, timekeepers. That's cool. Yeah, these do a lot of AoE damage. Yikes. Turn back, Centaur, lest you meet the same fate as these ruins.
Research finished.
Our allied town is being attacked. Yes, Lord. Are you here and obey? Hey, are you here?
We're in Tenaris. I guess that makes sense why there's bronze dragons down here.
moonlight shines
Orb
upon
of
the guilty
sand.
and the innocent alike.
Oh,
I'm intrigued.
excellent choice.
Okay, it's literally just orb. Orb the orb. That's what it is.
Our allied town is being attacked.
Let's go and take this one too.
Pledge my loyalty. Can't build there.
What else can we build? Warlord's Hall. We want that. +3 as well. Let's go ranged first. I think the idea of supply for resources is a really interesting one, and I think that's a cool concept. Ah, we can't really heal, so this is why this is rough. Might as well get in there and do as much damage as we can.
Raid out.
What task is there?
We're almost there.
Yes, Lord. Are you here?
If they're not flying, we're in good shape. Oh, it's flying, all right. There's ensnare. Oh, it does not last long at all. Good thing we got an orb of sand. I think we're gonna get it. Again, pulling it down doesn't seem. I'm trying to pick out where my. There it is. Ooh. Okay, now purple's on our team, and then we let them win the mission for us. This was a really interesting map. Again, I got tilted at the beginning because I'm a bad player, but I'm intrigued by the concept again. And people were saying in the chat, and I like a real AOE feel,
Yes, Lord.
and I definitely see that.
Yes.
I think what you want to do is get a bunch of war leaders and then shaman hotkeyed, and then you spam out the.
Research
Excellent
finished.
choice.
You want to spam out the.
Oh. Are you here and obey?
So let's come up. Which way's more open? Neither are particularly great.
Is there trouble?
You spam out the earth elementals, and then you spam out the raiders, and then you just have a huge summoned army to sit in front of your entire army. Meanwhile, your siege weaponry is upgraded to do like massive extra damage and have a huge range. Oh, oh, they're actual warlords. Holy shit. Yeah, this faction's awesome. It's just it's a pretty fast start. It's hard to kind of get your bearings. Just because again, that first red attack is tough. You're made to feel like you need to rush. Else, you know, the enemy's going to steal your potential allies. So, you know, with that all in mind, I think we just want warlords, probably.
More lumber is required.
And it has a cleaving attack. Oh my goodness. 6 supply. Okay, get them up there. Again, I could spam out raiders, but it's funny, like, it really contextualizes raiders when you realize that you have a unit that can summon raiders from nowhere. Oh, I see. So by having allies, it diverted them from attacking us. All right, let's get in there.
What is nature's call?
Again, I recognized my tilt earlier. I'm actually really impressed with how fully fleshed this faction is. Really good stuff. Now we're the ones flooding into their base. Ha ha! Oh, sorry, buddy. I mean, it's. I was impressed, similar to how I was impressed with Raising of the Axe. Again, you have like a fully fledged Tauren faction in there, and it functions great. What I like about these is that it makes it so that you don't have to spend as much on siege weaponry, because the siege weapon that you do bring is that much more effective. And this one was definitely, it's almost more of like a tug of war in the sense that the more allies you accrue, the more that they're going to win the map for you, as opposed to you needing to push into Red's base yourself. Also, the having to decide which allies you're going to pick and choose from, again, has definitely an Age of Empires feel to it, and also, I think there was a Curse of the Blood Elves map that was similar to that, too. Rise of the Blood Elves, rather. Warriors of the Dunebreakers, hear me. I am Araka, son of Kaznermam, and your new Khan. Gather your weapons and supplies. The Age of the Dunebreakers starts now. We march north at first light to our destiny. Centaur faction, boys. Special orb that we haven't seen before. That was impressive. That was impressive just based on, again, you have an entirely new tech tree. It's also, you're battling, the new tech tree is battling itself, so you have a better chance to be able to see how it interacts, right? Because of the different, you see more units that maybe you wouldn't have built. The Shaman, similar to the Tauren faction, seem extremely strong if you're willing to use them. And this one also, this was one thing I mentioned about Raising of the Axe, was it became too long because there were so many bases to destroy. This one gives you the option to destroy the bases, and also it speeds up the cleanup phase of the map because you've accrued the allies to push into red, which I think is actually a really clever solution to the problem a lot of real-time strategy faces, which is making sure that the cleanup phase does not become too lengthy. So, again, I got tilted there twice. Well, the first time, no, I wasn't tilted on that. That was for science. So the second time, when Red just smashed me at like 10 minutes, and yeah, I did have a huge gold bank, because I was thinking, like, well, when I have the lumber, I'll hire the other faction, and I was like 2 minutes away from carrying out my master plan, and Red ruined it. So I guess, in a sense, good job with that attack wave, ensuring that the player can't just have their perfect, neat little plan go exactly according to how they need it to. You know, you've gotta adapt, and it's early enough that it's very easy to restart if it's a problem. But again, I think the main thing here is I feel like SevenBlood here, you've solved the conundrum that I always bring up, which is, again, how do you make the cleanup not a nightmare? And it's not like, the problem is obviously you can't have an ally in every map. That would be a nightmare to create every single map and have an ally in every single one. But utilizing AI, allied AI, to make sure that, again, the end section isn't as long, I think is, you know, you could probably think of different ways to include that, such that you don't even necessarily need an allied base, but just different ways to use allied units to speed up these end sections. But again, I'm really impressed with the custom faction. Obviously, I've only played it once, so it was hard for me to recognize all the different units. So I think if I were to play it again, you know, I'd probably be more inclined to be making Shaman. The lumber shortage definitely kind of forces you to play a specific way at the beginning. That's for sure. Now play the map on hard. I mean, now that I've played it, I think I could. Again, now that I understand the faction, and I know that there is some leeway with Cyan's hiring. Like, if you don't hire them right away, again, you can kind of put that off and not worry about them getting hired by Red, I think. I don't know what the timer is on that, but it seemed more generous than I thought at first, which allows me to spend more time getting that lumber stockpile that I need. And also, again, the way those marketplaces function is a really interesting trade-off. It's probably something you get early, and then you destroy them later to free up the supply for some more combat units. I would have liked to get some warlords out as well. Cool. Enjoy this one. I think the summons could... I mean, eventually, again, if you say you had, like, 5 shamans and 5 of those frontline guys with endurance aura, you can summon 20 summoned units, right? On top of the 10 that you already brought. And then you can buff them all with the shaman's remaining mana. So it would be pretty egregious. But I would like the fact that if a player can get that number of units out and afford them, they kind of deserve to beat a base using 20 summoned units, if you ask me. 15-minute timer, yeah, that's pretty generous.